Hello everyone, welcome to round 11 of OTLR. We are here at Austria for Division 2, and I'm joined by Lanky. Hello,
Good evening.
how are you feeling for this race? Do you think Alpine can get the constructors today or no? All
I
it
don't
takes
know
is for
now,
one of their
seeing the weather.
drivers to win, and then the other one to get a point.
Possibly then. I mean, it is a tough one going off of the D3, the unofficial D3 one yesterday.
Yeah.
Tires are not the greatest around here, so I think that's going to play a key part on people's pace.
Especially with all the penalties that are most likely to come this way with Australia, and possibly a safety car. You wouldn't think around a track like this, but anything can happen. So.
Yeah, there's walls. Like, there's not too many runoff areas, really. We all remember the rear IRL Russell crash, the way that he bounced back on track upside down, like plenty of that.
Right. Here are also the driver standings. Juice with 116 points within the lead. He could win it today if he wins, but I was speaking to him, and he's one of the best tracks. Same with Poochie Head. However, Tom, who's sitting in third with 98 points, he's pretty confident around this track, so he might be able to bounce back from the past two races where he's had an unfortunate Texas. In Spain, he unfortunately DNF'd. And then the constructors standings, it could be won by Alpine if one of them win and the other one gets the point. But like I said, the drivers aren't that confident around the track, so we don't know what's going to happen. But I think they could probably take it in Abu Dhabi next race. I think Alpine have got this constructors on lock.
Yeah, they're looking strong, and they've been quite consistent throughout the season.
Then here is also the track. One of my favorite tracks is at 14 turns, 5.2 kilometers. Pole is probably going to be into the 115s. I don't know if you would agree. It depends on what the weather is like during qualifying. But if it was dry, that's the sort of times I expect those top runners to be making in Division 2.
Yeah, it's really wet, so even if the rain does stop, I don't think we're gonna get dry enough for times that low. I might be wrong, but yeah, it doesn't look too great at the minute.
Also, as we are coming up towards the end of the season now, this is the calendar, I believe, for Season 5. It's going to be starting on the 27th of October, and we're going to be round 1 at Jeddah, which I think is going to be incredible, followed by the next round, which is Monaco. So two first rounds that is going to it's going to be a lot of carnage, and maybe safety cars. What do you think of next season's calendar?
Yeah, I mean, it was. I like the look of it. It was. That's made by the drivers as well, as we did a vote on the tracks that weren't in the current season, and the drivers we went off the majority vote, so that's what they picked. So people that are surprised to see Monaco in there, it was the drivers themselves that put it there. So yeah, I was quite interested in it really, a driver dictated calendar.
And that's actually, as I cut to the onboards of the drivers, quali is heavy rain.
Yes, that's
That
why.
is
That's why
going to
I was
be.
saying. Looking at this, I don't
Oh.
think we might get them 15s.
Yeah, I was about to say, I didn't see the rain until now. As
Oh yeah, it's wet.
the KFC bloke has already got damage on his front wing. I think that's a mad move. It's going to be second behind him to set a lap. So anything can happen in this quali now. This could disrupt the likes of Tom Carter and all the other drivers that are fighting for the championship due to this rain, as the Rebel driver is now actually off the track and stopped completely. It's going to be a very hectic. So anyone can get quali. All you need to really do is if you're good at in the wets, then you could get pole pretty easily here.
Yeah, and then obviously they can't plan for the race because with the lobby reset, they still don't know the weather for that. So they can get away with running a high downforce setup for the wet, and without knowing that it's not going to compromise them come a dry race if the race is dry.
Yeah. And if it is a wet race, do you think they could start on inters and go to the end on those tires, or do you think that's asking too much on the tires right there?
On the dries, it's very, very high on the wear, so going off of what I know about them, I'd say it'd be a push.
That's a mad move, does a 37.5. Can somebody cares beat that as he crosses the line? Does by almost 2 tenths. That's good from him. Who is next to set a lap? Ty Clear goes P3 for 55.9. Oh, I think it's one of the Alpine drivers next. Oh. Go on, Dr. Steele, as he is actually on the wet tyres compared to the other drivers who is on the inters. It's Jordan. That's a 22.9. So far, that's a big gap. So he's obviously really comfortable in the rain to almost have a 3-second advantage from his teammate.
Yeah. One thing I'll mention why I've got a little moment here is Sid, who usually qualifies quite high. I'd say in the top 5. He's been up there quite a few times this season. He's picked himself up a 10 place grid penalty from last week. So
Is that from crashing into the pit?
no, it was for a separate incident.
Oh, okay.
That yeah,
Steele goes
he's
P1.
picked that up. So yeah, he'll be wanting to qualify as best he can to try and minimize how many places he's losing.
I think all these qualifying times are all over the place right now. Really see what tires are up there, like into your advantage. Jordan, the only one on inters, getting into the 32s right now. I think we might see plenty more safety cars if it does stay wet during the race. Art now enters sector 3. Can he displace Juice, his teammate, and get a good qualifying time?
See, Juice is one to keep an eye on as well. He's popped up unexpectedly recently, so Juice is definitely one to keep an eye on.
So far, almost a second quicker than E2.
Yeah. Dr. Steele being one of the contenders, he's the second, even though he's got that decent fair time gap to Juice. Second is still an ideal starting position for him for his championship battle.
As Pucci also validates his lap, that's not good for him. Tom about to finish he's looking like he's on a really quick lap. Can he get onto those top steps? And no, it's looking like it's going to be a 32.5. Puts him P3 though, so not as bad, but he could have done better. Pucci invalidates. He might be able to go again. We know some of these drivers usually fuel up for more than one lap. So we can see what they could do. They might go for 2 out laps and 1 flying lap. I believe, is it Swifty that's next to set time? Yes, he's just started his lap. So I think like the likes of Juice definitely break into the 129s. How far into it, I have no clue. Because there probably should be a dry line starting to form soon. The time comes down in qualifying.
Yeah, as they flick a bit off, it should get a bit quicker naturally. Would we see possibly an inter by the end? The rain still looks pretty heavy.
It also depends on like the driver's confidence. If
What's
they
Australia
know...
like normally for it's usually quite, even in real life, it's quite quick at drying the line up, isn't it?
Yeah, I was gonna say, so as long as they can stay on the line and they're confident with it, they should be able to set a pretty good time on the inters. It's just that you would have to be constant throughout the whole lap.
But I'm on board with Muncher at the moment, and he's just done a purple middle sector.
That would put him... Muncher's currently towards the back of the grid. Swifty crosses the line. It's looking like a 32 flat. Jordan's 1.6 down in his time. Just gone board with Muncher as he comes towards the final few corners now. Setting his first lap on the wet tyres. It probably won't be relative to what he can get, but so far looking like a pretty good lap on the wets.
Yeah,
That's a
I think he lost in the
31.9.
final. Fourth, though, yeah. The times, like you say, they're all over the places. I imagine setups is one. I wonder how many people were prepared for wet conditions.
The Williams
As
driver
Magruder's
crashes.
retired. Yeah.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for him. Very difficult conditions out there. As actually, you go on board with Sid, and I think you can see the dry lines starting to form just a bit slowly. Okay, maybe not. Maybe I'm just imagining things.
Ooh, yeah. Where he went then on that inside curve, I went there yesterday and it sent me facing the other way, so that's not a curve you want to play with too much.
As he only goes P5, which if he stays there would be P15, it's almost at the back of the grid. Who is next to set a time? One of the Mercedes. Jack invalidates, so it won't be him. If Swifty is next to set a time. Sitting on a 32 flat so far, he'd be looking to improve.
Oh, yeah, I don't think it's Inter's. Sid looks like he's having a
Maybe for the
bit
final
of,
run.
fun with them.
I don't know if the rain's getting heavier or getting lighter, but we'll see. So I think it's definitely getting heavier because...
Just saying that Jordan's also on the Inters. He's just about to... I don't know if he's finishing a lap or
He's 3 tenths
starting
up
a
in
lap.
sector 2, so he's about to finish his lap.
He's finishing
and
that.
he's improving quite a bit. So 30.3 puts him P2, only a 10th behind Juice. So I think...
So maybe it's crossover. The crossover point of wet to Inter.
As actually, Jordan hasn't changed tyres compared to the likes of Juice as well, because Jordan's done 5 laps on his Inter tyres, and it's improved by almost a whole second just alone. So maybe the track is improving just a tiny bit. Juice flies into
Yeah, this is all going to come down to final run and who gets that last run, I think.
Dr. Still crosses the line. A 1.7 improvement to 29.2.
Oh,
so this track is definitely improving.
Yeah.
So pole could be for anyone. It's all about who gets out. You think the latest? Whoever gets out last has the biggest advantage.
And yeah, with the cleanest air and like not too close to a car in front or anything, you know, they've got a good run. Either a tow, which they don't they won't really get too much of on with the ghosting on anyway. They get some, but with the ghosting it's less effective.
Pucci invalidates. Struggling out there on the wets. They didn't realise this, but the KFC bloke improved. Did have a crash in his first lap, but came back with a 136. All the drivers start to come in now. You probably think they're going to wait until time is this. Tom is actually 4 tenths up in sector 1. Wouldn't gain a position if he...
Inters as well.
There's only 2 drivers left on the wets now. Tom, who's on a lap, who's lost a bit of time in sector 2. Do you think he'll stick it, or do you think he'll come back into the pits as he almost spins? That's him. That's pretty much his lap over. He's gonna be back into the pits.
Yeah, he's a title contender at the minute, Tom. He's not one to count out. He's struggled last week, and then I don't think he was there the week before. So he has lost a fair few points the past couple of races. So he'll be hoping to try and pick as many up as he can today to keep himself in that fight.
You know, he definitely has the pace. He won a few weeks ago in Singapore after taking quite a break, I'm pretty sure. So hopefully he can do that again and try and get the win today. But I think KFC Brook is actually going to be setting another lap first out of everyone. I think it's definitely going to try and beat Dr. Steele's time. With the track improving as it is, I think maybe below 28 will be the pole.
Yeah, I mean the rain does seem to. I can't see many like rain drops. Let me go on board. Yeah, it is still coming down, but I do think it's got lighter. I can't see it as easier as I could at the start.
Jack, oh, he has a bit of a spin on the final corner as he starts his lap. Shouldn't mess up his time a bit too much. You see, it's a 1.2 improve. No, that is out lap or in lap. It said he improved, but I'm thinking it's his out lap. Has a bit of a sketchy start, hits the wall, and that's going to be his lap over for him. So that's unfortunate. I think Muncher is next to set a lap, or even Jordan. No, it's Jordan that's next to set a lap. So go on board with him, the V-Carb driver. He's definitely going to improve. He needs to improve by almost at 1.1 seconds, which how the track is definitely will be. I think maybe yesterday we got a bit lucky with the weather because God knows what would have happened if it was this heavy rain. He's on an outlap. It's as I think, do you think all these drivers that came out now, do you think it's a bit too early to come out, or do you think they might have timed it correctly?
What are they doing? 1 minute and a half on a push lap. No, I think now is about the right time. Anyone coming out now, give you a decent two minutes at least to get the lap. Well, your tyres warmed up, your out lap done.
Jack invalidate, so that would be time invalid. He might be fueling up for another lap though, so we'll probably see him go again a bit.
I can't see any movement in the pit though. Coming out.
I think the Alpine and the Aston are coming out. As
yeah.
I don't know if the Williams driver that's P16. I don't have to say his name, but he's 1.6 improvement in sector 1.
You can definitely see a darker line forming now.
As Muncher goes P2, 29.5. Probably most likely not to stay there with all these times improving. J11 now coming up towards the final few corners. I think he should, with the improvement that he's getting, should be at least aiming for that top 10. You see is his final corner. Versus the line now. Will it be into the 28? No, it's going to be a 30.6 improvement, but probably just not enough. Still P6 though, but probably going to bounce back down as soon as more drivers improve. Jordan about to finish a lap as well. 5/10 up on his sector 2 time. That would put him only P3. He needs to improve in this corner if he wants to gain any more positions. Versus the line. What times are going to be for him? To 29.5.
Only close to Muncher.
Yeah, so it's only 1/1000th of a second. There's Jack. I think Jack's about to set another lap now. It's Huggo goes 28.8.
Oh,
goes P1.
Yeah, I do think it's going to be like last man to get the lap in.
High Clear goes P6 of 30.2. He is also next across the line. I believe it is Nobody Cares. We've got on board with him. Versus the line now. What time will it be for him? Goes P6. So it's pretty close between P5 all the way down to P10.
Oh.
Juice retires.
I just heard
P5.
that.
Yeah.
I didn't see it, but I heard it. He's on the exit of turn 2.
That's unfortunate for him. We got on board with Tom. I think Tom is next to set a time. 1 point up on his time from before. Rest of the line now. Would it be an improvement? Goes P2. It's a 29.2. That is exactly what he needed.
He'll be happy with that. Yeah, he'll be really happy with that.
As now that Juice has crashed out, it's all about Pucci. What can Pucci do? As I think he's just setting his first lap now. So this is huge for Tom. Juice is probably gonna. I see Tom. Oh no, never mind. He's finished his lap. I thought he'd DNF for a second.
Yeah, he's going. I know what he's doing.
Yeah.
He needs to quickly do something while we do the lobby reset.
And yeah, that is Pucci. I think that's Pucci done. So Pucci's P11. This is huge for Tom. If anyone else improves and puts Juice further down the order, that would also be huge for Tom. But I think it's one of the Sering Alpaca that's next to set a time. See what he does as he crosses the line. Juice now down E8. What can Sering Alpaca do? Goes P8 with a 30.1.
Muncher improved into the. He's just gone back above Tom.
Oh yeah, look at the time between him and P1.
Yeah.
That's 1
He's
millisecond.
just missed out.
That is so unfortunate for him. But either way, I mean,
close.
the constructors, as long as I think Hagen, we're going to call him, if he wins and then Juice stays in the points, they could win today.
Steele's just gone. No, boys. Yeah. Oh.
Oh, as Goodman
Yeah,
goes
all
even
flying in
faster.
now.
What can somebody cares do? Somebody cares and
Down
validates.
to last man. That track is really improving.
So that is huge for Goodman. I think is this his first D2 race? And he grabs pole and...
Second, I think last week was his first.
Oh, okay. Well, 4 attempts in the lead. Timed his run perfectly. Although he did go back down, I think Tom has a very good chance of gaining back those points, unless something happens in the race, of course.
Yeah, Tom's seems to be more consistent over the race pace. What I've seen this season over the 1 lap in qualifying,
Yeah.
he definitely capitalizes more on his strategies and things.
Actually, so that is Goodman for P1, Dr. Steele P2, then in the Alpine P3. The top 3 separated by quite a bit, but other than that, I think that was a pretty close field today. Obviously, Goodman with that amazing final lap, but other than that, I think it was really close today. Which is exactly what we want. I think even though the chaos from yesterday, that was a very close fight between, I think it was Goodman, and then I don't know who else, but I know that was very close between them. See if the drivers have anything to say about that qualifying. Go into the chat. As actually, where did finish in the end with that penalty? I'm guessing he's going to be last either way, but if it rains,
Yeah, because unfortunately he qualified 7th, and then there's 17 drivers, so he's at the back anyway.
yeah,
With the 10, but any higher than 7th, he would have, yeah.
I mean,
It was where he needed to be, really.
I mean, if it rains, he can bounce back. We know he definitely has the pace either way to get past some of the field. As I haven't been here since the start of the season, so I don't know if he's won yet. But I know in Austria that he qualified really well, but then I forgot his race result.
Yeah, he's had a couple of, I don't know whether to call them unlucky or Sid moments, like putting it into pit walls by mistake, and I think a couple of moments like that. But yeah, he's had a few really strong races in amongst them mistakes.
Yeah, and I think it might have been D1 actually, where he was in the race and he crashed going into the pits. I know he wasn't the only one, but we went on board with that as it happened. It was kind of unfortunate.
Yeah, he just took too much speed. Well, that was Spain, wasn't it? He took too much speed.
I think so. But I think Australia is probably one of the most easiest pit entries compared to like Baku in Spain, or in my opinion. But
he's met Japan's entry before. I was fortunate enough to be on board with him in a race where he did that. So Japan's one he likes the wall of.
I think the drivers are just getting their... Oh no, that was a race. What am I saying? Never mind.
Yeah, back to the lobby now, and then I can get the grid done.
Actually, you know, some drivers are actually hoping it rains. The KFC bloke and
Are they feeling good in the rain?
I think they're feeling good in the rain. If it rains, personally, if it's heavy, I would personally start on the inters. I've tested it out before, and it's actually done quite well. mean, obviously the first few laps weren't
Yeah,
too
the
bad.
wets are really bad
Yeah.
on the game. But a mixed condition race would be good. Like, yeah, a dry to wet I think would be better than a wet to dry. Start off dry and then make them like the decider moment of when they transfer onto inters. I think it would be good that way around. A mixed condition race would be a nice one. Is Tom back in yet?
I think.
Yes, he is. Beautiful. So I can have it all done nice and quickly.
So what actually is the penalty if someone readies up before they're meant to? Is there a penalty for that? I actually don't know.
That's a difficult. Yeah, off the top of my head, without looking in the rules, I can't. I'm not gonna say anything that could potentially be wrong, but I think I do remember having the admins having a discussion of that earlier on in the season. But yeah, without looking in the rule book, I can't say exactly if there is anything and what it is. But I think there is. But yeah, off the top of my head, I can't. It's one of those like because it's quite hard to detect who. It was one of the big things, but yeah, just don't do it. Just be nice. Be nice to everybody else. Be considerate.
As actually, I've seen most of the drivers talk about the turn one, lap one. If it rains, I think it's going to be even more of a mess. But yeah. Actually, while we're here, let's talk about season 5 calendar. So I don't know if Division 3 is happening. Would you be racing Division 3? Is happening or no?
If official, no, because I'm a steward. Just like bias reasons and stuff. We don't have stewards race. But if while it's unofficial, that's why I'm racing in it. But yeah, if we get Division 3, that's obviously a proper division going, then I won't be.
What do you think of the tracks next season? What is your personal favorite?
Um, mm, I've got to go with Brazil. I think.
I
I
think
really like Brazil.
I think that and Silverstone is going to be a really strong track for these drivers. It's very fast around there. KFC bloke thinks he's starting last. Don't worry, you are not. It will be.
All right.
Up correct.
Yeah, I believe that's right with Sid. So I will give them the message. Get it right this time. Ping the right division.
I was chat, but as no bias here, but I kind of want Tom to win. No bias there. It's just an opinion.
Yeah, I do. For the championship, because last week he was a bit like, oh, that's it, that's the championship gone, and a couple of us had to sort of remind him, hang on, no, you're not that many points, as you know. And sort of, he was like, oh, okay, so hopefully, you know, he knows that he's still got a chance at claiming this championship and wants to fight for it. And if he does, we should see that on the track.
He's definitely been carrying Ferrari this season. I joined in Austria and I haven't scored since, but I have scored for Alpine in the Division 1, which I think is just horrendous. But see, kind of feel bad for Tom, but it's fine.
Oh, it's dry, but it's murky. It's murky. It looks threatening.
So just asking my inside source what the weather's like.
Looking at the sky, it looks possible. Let's see. Let's see.
Apparently it might rain according to some of the drivers. He just said storming, so take that as you will. Doesn't look like it's raining though, so maybe later down the line, which does change some strategies. Maybe we won't be looking at a one stop today.
Okay, beautiful picture, Muncher. I hope he's rocking that hairstyle.
Should be getting to the grid anytime soon. So if it's dry, that does change up a lot of things, but you never know. Those clouds are looking a bit grey.
Yeah, and the weather settings are approximate as well, so what they're seeing isn't guaranteed to be exactly how it shows.
Hopefully the drivers come prepared and maybe adjust their setups just a tiny bit for when the rain maybe does come, if it comes at all. Alright, five lights time. Who's gonna get the jump? The McLaren or the Kick Sauber? So far, it's looking like it's pretty equal coming to the first turn. The Alpine actually, I think, almost makes a move. The McLaren back into P1. That is a good move from Dr. Still, who puts himself ahead of Goodman. As Art, oh, he goes off track alongside the Aston Martin, so there might have been a bit of a collision right there. As he slowly comes back on track, there's cones going everywhere. That's unfortunate for him. He drops down the grid. I think somebody cares has crashed as well. Is there a safety car or a virtual safety car?
Yeah, I think he's lost his whole front wing.
His whole front wing, so that's unfortunate for him. The virtual safety car comes out, so as they predicted, turn 1 of Australia didn't go as planned. As Goodman goes down, everyone's gained position.
Teleported.
Ooh, oh, have they? As Art loses 10 positions.
Yeah, he's just gone all the way to the back.
Oh yeah. Watching it as most of the drivers have bounced back down. Art 10 positions lost. Stockton still gains it and goes to E1.
Yeah, Sid already making up 3 positions from 17th to 4th with that Snowbody and that having that damage, and then Tom has got himself into 5th.
Virtual safety car has ended. Although he's 5th, Pucci ahead of him. That won't be good for Tom when it comes to the driver standings. Some overtaking coming on during the back. We go on board with those. As Ty Clay actually drops down position now. Sid retires. I don't know what happened there, but he's had an unfortunate race. Not only today, but tomorrow as well. So maybe Australia not being the strongest tracks for him. So he must have picked up damage during that collision with Somebody Cares. Right, I just had to sneeze.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Juice, yeah. So that was 4 of them. Well, yeah, 3 of them. 4 of them went in, 3 of them come out. So Juice, Ty, and Snowbody are the 3 stoppers, which they have all opted for the white ringed hard tires.
We got our first penalty of the day with the KFC broke. If that sticks, we don't know. We shall say later on down the line. But as I think it's going to be a very close fight between these front two, Dr. Steele and Goodman. We saw Goodman yesterday with a little teaser on his race around Australia, and he would have won if it wasn't for the penalty, I believe. If Pucci head is about to make a move on the Haas, does he get his stick? Goes on the inside, managed to make that move stick. That was a beautiful overtake from him. He rides just a tiny bit. What can Tom do while these guys are fighting? Can he use it to his advantage? Slots in behind Muncher, gets past both of them. Actually, that's a double overtake from Tom. That is amazing.
Great move. Yeah, clip that.
Can he keep his position though within the next corner as Muncher re-overtakes Tom? Jordan, I believe, is about to be making some moves on the likes of Jack coming up towards his DRS zone. On board with him, what can he do? He goes along the inside. I love overtaking in this part of the track, as he actually gets boxed in a little bit by, I think that was a second. No, he actually jumps both of them. He jumps both Mercedes. We actually saw that. We didn't see that as the camera was on the other angle. So that is great from Jordan, jumping both the Mercedes, getting himself into P6. I think the KFC Brook also gets past Sering Alpaca. Oh, they collide! What? Oh no, what is happening? I don't know if you saw that, but they were flying everywhere.
Yeah, I was just trying to, like, I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
No, don't know how to explain it in words.
Yeah. This Dr. Steele now has a penalty, so maybe those things about those double penalties around here is true, because it seems to be a lot that people are getting penalties early on. I mean, depending on track condition as well.
Yeah, and then turn 1. And then the fast chicane of 9 and 10, they're both easy places to do it as well, aren't they?
Yeah, I was going to say, especially since it's the drivers starting on the hard compound tyres as well.
Yeah.
It's more than likely that's the case.
It's just how quickly they wear. Like, yesterday I found, like, after 5-6 laps, you've just got nothing left on the rear.
I think they will be targeting the one stop. I don't know how long the mediums will last, but like you said, the tyre wear and that. Goodman gets past some Muncher. Can he do anything? No. Dr. Steele gets past Goodman, sorry, but can he respond? Doesn't have DRS. That part of the track is very unlucky because if you're behind, you have DRS in that first zone, and even if you get past in that bit, you still have it on the next bit. So overtaking there is really important over the start finishes have to come up. So I think it's going to be a very interesting fight between these two all along. Let's just hope they don't get any more penalties.
What's the other track with double DRS? Mexico.
I'm sure.
Is that one double? I know there's another track where you get to. I think it's Mexico. I'm not sure. But yeah, I didn't realise that on Australia. I thought there was another detection zone down the main straight. I didn't realise it was. You get it twice.
As it stands, right? If Puig if he stays where he is now, P5, he would get 117 points, which is 1 ahead of Juice. Tom with like 112. I think that it's definitely going to come down to the final.
Yeah, it'll be going
race.
into Abu Dhabi. Is Abu? Yeah.
Yeah, as Dr. Steele, Goodman gets past Dr. Steele there. That actually sort of gapped Tom, so they're already 1.5 ahead. Tom, I feel like would definitely be targeting that win. Probably tie wear already coming into effect, so I don't think we'll be fighting these two just yet. We're waiting for maybe his second stint. As the Aston Martin driver of, I think that's Pucci. Is that Pucci that crashes? No, it's his teammate. Swifty is in the wall, but he manages to get going again, so there shouldn't be any safety cars coming our way. As I thought that was Pucci for a second. I was about to say, that's commentator's curse. As soon as we say he's about to take the lead of the title fight, he's in the wall, but luckily for him, it wasn't the case.
Tom now he's in that podium position. He's on the hunt. So Tom pulling out his normal. Well, I say his normal. Oh, as we see Swifty retire in the pits. But as I was saying with Tom, he's showing what I was saying earlier on, where he's a lot stronger over the race. Keeps his head cool.
As the Alpine of Art crashes into the wall just slightly, manages to keep on going. Then it's obviously not a very good day for the Alpine drivers. Obviously, Juice not having his not being a comfortable track, and then the Hug just having a really bad start, and I think having that collision as Jordan and Pucci are fighting. Who's going to come out on top, coming towards this hard braking zone? Probably one of the most difficult around this track. So wheel to wheel. Who's going to get that more? I think. Oh, that was very close between the two drivers. It's very clean fighting at the front. As Goodman has actually now pulled away from Dr. Still out of his DRS. Just about. Who is that? Is that someone crashed? I think that was Jack or Steering Alpaca, who's in the wall. He is sideways on the track.
Yeah, Steering.
Does manage to keep on going though.
Don't think he's got any damage.
I think he might have just got an
Other than
accelerator a
time.
bit too. Yeah.
Yeah. He's done what I did yesterday. He's got. Oh no, he's got a left end plate missing. So he has picked up some damage.
Hopefully it shouldn't be too bad. The end plate. I don't know what side of the wing is actually more important around this track, but hopefully he can keep on going for a bit. He only needs to last a few more laps before he has to pit, as he's on the medium tires.
Yeah, he's not too many laps from the window. They're not. They don't last the longest than mediums.
As Tom is actually he's comfortably into P3 right now. So all he needs to do is just keep a clean race, and he should be good when it comes to the standings. He should be back up with the front two.
So to answer your question, it looked like Syrian. I've been on board with him since he picked up that damage. He's struggling more with the right hand turns, having that left side damage.
Picks up his first 3-second penalty. And the Williams do to attack the KFC bloke. Didn't have the best of qualifying, did crash in his first outlap, so probably just taking it a bit careful as he doesn't want to make the same mistake he did in qualifying. Can he overtake him coming into the Sector 2 DRS zone? How did you find the dirty air last night when you was following? Do you think it's going to be a bit of a struggle for these drivers?
Yeah, for anyone running the lower end of the downforce on their setups, definitely. I was on. From what other people were saying, what I had was quite high, and I could still feel a lot of understeer when there was a car in front. So it's not too bad in the slower corners, obviously. It's more so coming down through the S section.
Yeah. Do you think the majority of these drivers today will be running that sort of mid to high sell up on the wings, or?
If they were seeing a threat of that rain, I think they've gone. Some would have gone for a slightly higher, maybe a couple of clicks higher than what they would have preferred. Just in case.
I think that was Jack made a mistake. I don't know if he has any damage. I don't think he has. He does make a mistake, but keeps on going. So far, we already have we have, I think, around two DRS trains. It's the ones just at the end of sector 1 and the one beginning now in this straight. As I
Yeah, we're
think the
coming up to
undercut
stop
is probably
time
going
as
to be,
well, so
yeah. Most of these drivers on hard tyres, so I don't know if the undercut will be as effective as to have to go into the mediums. Don't want to get too much wear in it as it comes towards the end of the race.
yeah, Tom's just hanging on 2 seconds though. He's been at that point for a while. Obviously, Goodman's slowly edging from Dr. Steele.
I wish we could see last lap times instead of fastest lap times in the
Yeah,
telemetry here. It will help us understand actually who's going quicker. As Dr. Still pits, maybe a bit too early in my opinion, probably trying to go for the undercut onto the Kick Sauber.
we can see their fastest laps, can't we? That's it.
Yes. So far, the fastest man on track, staring at Pack with an 18.8. That's maybe where he spun. Maybe he's just pushing a bit too much.
Yeah, 18.8. That's a strong lap on race load early in the race.
Do we get the fastest laps in this this league, or is it?
No, we don't. We don't score for it. We follow the IRL.
Now Tom P2, 5 seconds behind Goodman, but Munch has also catched up, which is I mean it's more than likely as Tom has got 9 laps on those medium tyres. So he's probably looking to pit soon, maybe this lap or next lap. As Munch chases him down, probably might overtake on this lap. As I also think Jordan might have got past Pucci, as he's now P4. So we missed that. Sorry for that.
Yeah, Munch is going to make a move on Tom.
On the inside, does he manage to keep it clean? Yes, he does, and on the track as well. That's a very good overtake from him.
Yeah, very late, but he kept it. That was the main thing. Like it was a not late as in bad late. Late as in
Very risky
it
move.
could have been worse. Yeah,
Yeah.
a risky one, but he stayed committed. That's what I don't do enough. I'm too nice. I give too much room.
Don't know if you was watching along yesterday, but the amount of times that I've mentioned, "Oh, Lanky, just make the move on him."
I just like I'd rather us both survive another lap and then make a move that takes us both out or something. Like, not that I don't know how to make a move, but you get what I mean.
As Hug is back into the points and also overtakes the Williams on the outside. Can he get the double overtake here? Goes wheel to wheel with J11, but makes a mistake and they both just get right back past him. That's unfortunate for him. In a Williams, he's in a Willy sandwich right now. He's going to be looking to get out of that pretty soon.
Yeah, we got a close bunch picking up behind Tom with Muncher and Tom battling. It's allowed Jordan and Pucci to get involved.
Pucci pits, so maybe Tom would have to respond soon.
Is he looking at the undercut there? Is what I'm thinking.
Maybe. So maybe I think Tom definitely will be pitting this lap because I feel like 11 laps is definitely gonna be a killer on the Tyway if you do any more. So he's definitely, look, you can see him as he wobbles coming out of that corner there. So he's definitely gonna be pitting this lap. Let's just see if Pucci can get that out lap done and catch up.
Luckily, on this track, it doesn't take long to warm the tyres. That's one thing that makes the undercut so powerful around here.
Yeah.
A couple of corners, they're up to temperature.
Also, I feel like the hard tyres as well, they can go for much longer than you think. I think these drivers will be going like 15, maybe even 16 laps on these hard tyres.
Yeah. And then leave themselves like 12, 13 on the medium.
Jordan's actually chasing down. He's on the back of Tom's gearbox right now. Tom is more than likely to go into the pits at this lap, so maybe Jordan just get past him and chase down Muncher. No, as Tom doesn't go into the pit, so he's opting to stay out just that little longer, but will that work into his favour? Because that allows Pucci
While
to
he's in
warm up his tyres
DRS,
more.
I think possibly.
Maybe.
Until he starts losing that time. Like, as you can see there, he's dropped off it just in that corner. How much more grip the Muncher ahead had. Even though
The KFC book
I
actually
think it's through this
overtakes-
section where they are now where Tom's going to struggle most.
Yeah. KFC Bloke actually overtook Sering Alpaca on that final turn on the outside. That was a very impressive overtake from him. Yeah, as Tom is almost out of the DRS of Muncher here. I feel like Tom's definitely running a much lower setup than Muncher. He's actually caught up quite a bit on that straight just alone, so we'll see. If he can manage his
I think
tyres.
this could be the lap. If you see in what time he's losing another lap, I think he will lose the DRS then, and he's just going to lose even more. But we'll see what he does.
I think
as we're getting there now.
It's 21 seconds for the pit, I think. Oh, he needs
he's
to
staying.
pit. You saw that. He's definitely pitting this lap after spinning.
Yeah,
Jordan should get past him here. As
that was the decisive moment, I think.
His Pucci head is roughly around 11 seconds, so the undercut from him might just work here. Tom, the only man who started on the mediums, yet to pit. Sering Alpaca had that damage. He pitted on the first lap, I think. As the KFC bloke retires. KFC. Is that in the pit or the? I think it
so.
Was.
I don't know why I didn't see anything happen. But he's decided that something wasn't
dropped down out of ERS. This warning is yeah. I mean, if it's the double warning thing, you could always make an appeal. I'm pretty sure, right?
Yeah. We have a thing in the rules where if you report it correctly and that it's clear, then we will remove a warning.
In almost half the grid with a penalty right now, so.
You know, obviously, if you clearly went off the track, but it gave you 2 warnings for it, then we you know, if you report it correctly, we can drop it down to the 1 warning.
Go on board with Pucci. I think this undercut has worked really well for him, as Tom is only just leaving his pit spot. So Pucci's going to be ahead of Tom by quite a few seconds. He's going to have to fresher tyres later down the line, but if he defends, that would be good for Pucci. As he's now. Was Tom ahead of Pucci? As I think he was, right?
Yeah, Pucci was just on the back of them when he went in.
And he is now 6 seconds behind Pucci, so that's unfortunate for Tom. The undercut just displacing him.
It's nearly 2 seconds a lap. So it was like 3-4 laps ago Pucci went in, so it's around 2 seconds a lap that Pucci's gained.
I think he also did have DRS from Art as well. I think he's about to actually overtake going up towards the DRS straight, and he does on the inside line. It gets past and puts himself P6. How many more laps do you think these hard compound tyres would last? Do you think they can go to lap 18?
Yeah. Especially for anybody on wheel.
Oh yeah.
You wouldn't want to go much past that for any benefit of your second stint. You're just going to lose more time then, I think. I think like around now, between now and 19 is the stop point really.
Jordan is actually on the gearbox of Muncher, so maybe what Pucci did to Tom, Jordan can do to Muncher here. I think he needs to get that undercut. More drivers going to the pit. Juice and somebody cares. Going for the mediums, I presume. Oh, Juice goes on to the hards. So is he stopping again, or did he start on the
Jordan's
mediums?
making a move on Muncher here into 9 and 10. The S down the main straight. The main DRS. Back straight. It's not even straight, but it's a straight.
Yeah. I think crucially he has that double DRS zone is really strong for if you overtake in that second sector as well.
Yeah, especially with a low downforce setup. Like if you can stick with them through the corners, you're gone down the straight then. And it makes it easier to defend. I had a race in Azerbaijan the other day that somebody the car in front of me was running near enough zero on the rear wing, and because of how tight it was and that what I was gaining in the corners over him was less than what he was making back on the straights. He was gaining nearly a second just down the straight. It was crazy.
As they actually both pit at the same time as well. Do you think that was a mistake from maybe Elisa Muncher, who was behind? Do you think he should have stayed out or go in with Jordan? Because that just puts him definitely P7.
I think for his battle with Jordan, it was probably the best time to stop because of just how much time you lose on the older tyre. As we saw with Tom, just how much he lost to Pucci.
He has gained second in a bit though, coming as this lap unfolds. As Juice now, crucially for his championship, he's getting 0 points as it stands. So it's gonna be unfortunate for him, especially if Tom and Pucci manage to gain more positions. I think maybe Juice might need a safety car here if he wants to score at least some points. As Jack and Dr. Steel come into the pits, that puts Pucci P2 and Tom P3. It's going to be a very close fight between these two at the end of it, I think. Tom with the advantage, as he's on less, his tyres.
Guden's pulling a Max Verstappen drive at the minute.
Let's go.
He's just gone, isn't he?
Somebody cares, just crashed into the wall. His front wing is gone. No safety car though, so that is good for some of the drivers who do not want a safety car. As I think if Goodman pits as well, he could comfortably come out maybe in the top 5. He's more than likely to pit this lap, I think.
20 seconds is the time lost here. It's not huge Australia, the time lost down the pit. It's quite a short pit lane.
As also, this isn't good for Tom as well, as Jordan and Muncher are now within DRS on the medium tyres, like probably comfortably warmed up as well. So I think Tom might be struggling to keep these guys behind.
I think Goodman could stop and come out in front of Tom, as we're going to find out. He is stopping. I think he'll come out with Tom or just in front of Tom. That's where it'll put him. He's coming to the exit now, and Tom's on his way down.
I don't think so. It's going to be really close.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, just in front of Tom. So it is around 20 seconds.
As he actually overtakes him. As long as Goodman can cover up. No, yeah, Goodman losing out on 3 positions. Yeah, as Tom gets overtaken by Jordan. Oh, Tom just having a bit of wheel spin there. That puts Jordan P2. So obviously, Goodman may be going a bit too long because I don't think anyone else is going to pit. Obviously, he's on fresher tyres and he has the pace to overtake. But with that small DRS train, it's going to be pretty difficult for him.
Yeah, he's given himself work he didn't need. That's for it, definitely. A lap earlier, he could have been just that little bit more, maybe, ahead. Yeah, it was very tight though, very tight. Didn't think he would be around them.
I mean, anyone could win at this point. You know, with like the penalties around this track, if it does come to the conclusion that it was that you actually went off track. We don't know if any of these are on a last warning or anything, do we? Like, it could pop up any moment. So anyone from P1 to P5 could win. Jordan gets past Tom. Muncher also chasing him down, but stays behind for now. This is big for Jordan, as his main contender in the fight was probably Muncher. Tom also now gets overtaken by Muncher. I think there was a double overtake there actually. As there's a bit of a collision, does anyone have any damage? I think Muncher and the Ferrari just collided a little bit. As Jordan is actually 1.4 ahead. Muncher gets into.
They are
Q3.
battling hard, that's for sure.
Does Tom
And
maybe just
Goodman's
being
having a look.
unsettled from Muncher?
Yeah. It's made him susceptible. Yeah, Goodman's going now.
I mean, Tom is on the hard tyres, so he probably doesn't have to fight these guys
Gone for the
just
double.
yet.
He's got the double.
Oh, did he? Oh, he's P3 now.
He's
That's
had them
great-
both. Yeah, he's had them both down the straight. He
It's
got Muncher on the entry to 9. Or is
This-
that 10?
Well, I think that was 10. As but also I think that fight was also pretty huge for Jordan, who puts himself P2 and also outside of the DRS of Goodman. So it's going to be bad for Goodman as he's being chased down.
Yeah, he's got to look behind him and then try and catch these guys ahead. So he's got some work to do now, and the laps are slowly running out. There's Tom. He's just picked up a 3-second time penalty.
Oh, fortunate for him. Should stay exactly where he is though, if it does finish as it stands. Again, anyone ahead of him can get a penalty, and that means he can easily get that position back.
Yeah, it's down to the wire from now to the end between this front pack. From Tom upwards, these front 5. Because he's only 2 seconds away from Jordan. And Jordan's
Oh, Jordan
gaining.
spins!
Oh,
Does he
that
keep his
takes
position
out of
though?
my mouth. I was literally
Oh.
just saying he's
Yeah.
gaining as he spun. Like
That's so
is
unfortunate.
that is timing.
Crucially though, he's managed to stay within 3 seconds of Tom. So either way, P4 for him if it stays as it is.
Commentator's curse will be real. We say it a lot.
Yeah.
He's literally taken the words out of my mouth there. I can't believe that.
As literally every single driver is not in the DRS of anyone apart from J11, who just about stays in the DRS of Jack. I don't even think he's in the DRS zone actually.
So that puts the battle now on Pucci. Goodman's got the younger tyre, which is what can Pucci do when he gets there.
This also could be a taste for next season as well, especially if Goodman does decide to sign up. He might have a real title shot here, as we've seen him, I think, in Spain and also today. As there's a McLaren in the wall, I don't think there's time for a safety car, is there? Maybe there is. He's got his whole front wing is missing,
Yeah,
and
we
he's
still
driving
have time.
back one. As there isn't a safety car, he keeps on going, but I think he has major damage in his front wing. Yeah, he's missing his whole front wing. Goodman now on the DRS of Pucci.
Oh, we got a McLaren. Is that Dr. Steele?
Yeah, he's got no front wing. He's going to struggle getting to the pit.
People struggling with tyres now. The earlier stoppers.
Goodman is right on the gearbox of Pucci, so we're probably looking for that overtake coming up towards the double DRS zone.
Yeah, you got the battle of these two, and then Tom's putting the pressure on Muncher behind.
There's probably Muncher's tyres are starting to fall back a bit, so Tom should be able to get the overtake soon. Goodman overtakes Pucci. Does he stay ahead though? It's looking very much likely as he opens up the second DRS zone. So I think this is huge for Pucci because that fight between Muncher and Jordan has pushed him back just a bit. He's now out of the DRS zone. Steering up, it's a safety car! This is huge. Everyone onto the soft tyres.
No, turn 2. Turn 4.
Yeah. This is anyone's game. However, this is devastating for the likes of Tom and also everyone else with a 3-second penalty.
Who stops for softs? Who does it?
I think everyone. No, I mean maybe mediums.
We've seen a few go,
Tom,
but is anybody going to keep
Jack
track
stays
position?
out.
Yeah, we're staying. Jack's doing it.
Ooh.
Jack's going for track position. That's
I mean, it could work if he defends for his life, but
a gutsy move. Yeah.
it's actually all the
he must
people.
be feeling confident enough in them tyres.
And I think actually everyone served their penalty, but Tom didn't. I don't know how many people had penalties.
Tom's was a 3-second one that he can't serve his.
And not. So this might be bad
five
for
and
Tom.
above,
As
I think.
oh, this safety car might have just ruined it for Tom, to be honest. When everyone catches up.
I mean, Jack's on 9 seconds at the front. Then we got Tom on 3, J11 on 3, Hugo's 3, Juice is on 6, Mad Move 3, and then Ty Clear on 6. So Jordan, Muncher, Pucci, and Goodman.
All looking at a podium, right? I mean,
Yeah, like they're not at risk of losing any position, other than amongst themselves.
I mean, anything can happen. We know Muncher and Tom also had a bit of a moment. So Muncher probably with a few penalty warnings when it comes to off tracks. But I want to see what Jack can do. Is he actually?
Siren has said in the chat that he lost it on the curbs at turn 4. And he's probably done it on the inside curb. I think he's probably turned too early, hit that inside curb where you turn from the right-hander into the left-hander of 4. And yeah, your right front wheel, left front wheel just sticks to it.
I don't think this is going to work out how Jack wanted. I think he maybe should have pitted, because those tires die out by maybe like 8, 9, and he's already done 6, so he's going to have a really hard time on that safety car restart.
I think Goodman's still got, like, Jack's got the 9 seconds, so he's not, yeah, he needs to get 9 seconds ahead, like, you know, to keep the win.
Are you able to check how many warnings the drivers have in the race director? If you like click on their name? Or...
I might be able to. Have a look. Goodman. Okay, and then Pucci. No, okay. No, they've both been pretty clean.
Oh, really? Okay.
There's one warning between the two of them, and I don't want for the viewers, I won't say who. So yeah, one of them has one warning, and that's it. So they've both been pretty well, driving pretty well.
I think the safety car is coming in this lap. Oh god, you know, when the safety car finally comes in, I always get anxious with the drivers because they always cramp up instead of giving each other space to warm up their tyres. I think we could see a potential 10-second penalty here. But let's hope not.
Yeah, Jack's going to be a sitting duck on this restart. He's got to try and catch them sleeping to get any kind of gap he can.
I mean, crucially, Ty Clear is only 6 seconds behind Jack, but everyone with the penalties. So Jack shouldn't lose that many places. Goes Goodman should get the jump on this straight, I think.
They all get a good getaway. Nobody caught napping. They all stayed close.
Three laps left to go. We have a very close fight. So Tom and Jordan fighting very closely, all within a tenth of each other. Oh, as it was almost a collision towards the back of the field of the two Alpines. On board of Pucci, who's chasing down Goodman, who I think would definitely need to get past Goodman here if he wants to win, especially when it comes to the championship.
Yeah, how much of an obstruction's Jack gonna be?
Gets
Because
past.
he's now between them.
Oh, yeah, this is not good for Pucci. Is he goes a bit wide. Should be able to get past on this straight here. As Muncher is now behind Pucci as well. Almost makes the move, but decides to back out of it. Muncher's on the gearbox of Pucci. That is... If I was Pucci right now, I would definitely be feeling the pressure. As I think there was a
there's
crash at the
V-carb
back.
spinning.
Oh, that is unfortunate for Jordan. I don't know what
Jordan.
happened there. I think there might have been a bit of a collision. As long as he stays with the drivers, he should gain those positions back though.
Yeah, he's one of the four.
As Jordan retires.
As he goes and
That's
retires, yeah.
unfortunate for him.
So everyone that finishes will get a point of some kind, a point or more. It's like a Baku race with 7 DNFs.
Hopefully there's not going to be any more. Imagine if red flags were active in this race.
Yeah. But we've got the battle on with the front three now. No penalties as it stands between them. And Muncher's making a move down the inside of Pucci, and that makes him now under threat from Tom. But Tom carrying that penalty. So these four have been at it pretty much the whole race, haven't they, between themselves? And
as I think this is actually really huge for Muncher because everyone going onto the soft tyres and they're going to degrade really quickly. I think Muncher could get the win here.
I think that's what's happening because he seems to have the much better grip on the exit of the corners.
The way the play was to go, so Muncher's definitely playing this really well.
Their mediums are definitely going to be the better tyre for him come this last lap.
Is he's already half a second and gaining on Goodman.
Oh, well, that's a shocker because Goodman's, he looked to have it. Not have it like done, but he looked the most likely, and Muncher's just come out of nowhere.
As Tom is actually pushing so hard right now, he might be able to make a move onto Pucci coming to the straight. It wouldn't matter with the penalties if something happens to Pucci, of course, but this title fight is going to be very close towards the end. Does Tom get past Pucci on the straight?
Yeah.
Tries to make a move, but doesn't.
This last round between these guys.
Tom gets past Pucci. Might finish ahead, but will be P3 at the end of this race.
I think if Muncher can keep Goodman behind him down this DRS, he should be safe, I think. If he's got the battery saved for the last bit. But Goodman's right on his tail now.
I think he might make this move here.
He's gone,
yes, he
does.
I
think he might have gone too early. I think he might have gone too early.
He spins! Oh my god! The manager's to keep on track.
Muncher might get him here down the straight.
You think?
Possibly, if he's got the better exit, if he has the better exit here. Does he? Does he? Oh!
No!
No, not enough.
That is so unfortunate.
It was close.
Last lap overtake. This is bad for Tom as Tom goes P5 and the Williams goes ahead of him. So Pucci is going to be in the lead of this title fight now.
Going into the final round at Abu Dhabi next week.
Yeah. So Pucci, hopefully Abu Dhabi is Pucci's favorite track. Because if he wants to win, it's got to be. But that is our race. Goodman with the win with a last lap overtake, going from pole to victory. Actually, he's had a very impressive race. Muncher in P2, Pucci P3, who is now our new championship leader, followed by John, who gained position as Tom gained another 3-second penalty in those final few laps, puts in P5. Hug in the Alpine at P6, followed by That's the Mad Move, Jack, Juice, and Ty Clear, which is our top 10. Then the likes of Joring, Searing, Dr. Steele, Somebody Cares, and Sid all retiring from the race. So that was that was a very interesting race. So that was very good last lap overtake. Next race is definitely going to be a close one. Between who?
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll have to see as it comes qualifying. But yeah, that is it's very unlucky for the likes of Jordan, almost crashing out. I think he definitely could have got a podium. Was ahead of Muncher, but I think maybe that spin right there just cost him everything. But yeah, we shall see. That was a good race. Who do you think is gonna win next?
Oh, for the championship, I think Pucci.
You think? I mean, we
Could,
got to do the
yeah,
math, right? We got to see. Obviously, Pucci, if he wins, then he's got it. But we need to see how many points he needs to outscore Tom and Juice by if he wants to win this. As how many points do you get for 5? Is it? It's 10, right? I think it's 10.
I think so. As it go, 25, 18.
So
I think so. Yeah, 10.
So that, oh my god. So Pucci, no, never mind. Okay. So that puts Tom with 108 points. Still sits in P3. So Tom's going to have to do a lot of work if he wants to win the championship next race. However, it'll be very close between 15 for P3. That puts Pucci at 122 points and then Juice at 117. So all Juice needs to Pucci needs to do is outscore Juice by 5 points in the next race, and he's won. And then
Yeah, so it's going to be close going in.
and then Tom needs to
I say
score.
Pucci's been strong.
I think Tom needs to score at least 14 extra points if he. I'm not sure about that one. That was a pretty good race. I don't know if interviews. I've never done them, but it's
We we normally do. Just trying to remember who it was now. It was Goodman, Muncher, and then who was the other one? Let me get my screenshots. When they decide to load, there we are. Guzman, Muncher, and Pucci. Let's just see if anyone wants it or whether that will be it. I don't think so. I'll go. Goodman says give him a second. It's VC Open.
yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so Goodman will. Our race winner is going to come in and join us. I don't think anybody else has said so, but Pucci or Muncher, so Right, he's there in the waiting channel. Can I pull him?
There you go. I did it.
Ah, there you go. You did it. Happy days.
Hello.
Yeah, so I don't know if you wanna start it. If you've got any, yeah.
You here? He's on mute right now.
Yeah, I'm here.
So that was a that was a very interesting race from you. Pole to the finish line. Almost lost it on that last lap, but managed to get a great overtake. How was you feeling in that last lap?
Amazing. It's the only thing I can say. It was a build-up process because Muncher had fresh, not fresh. We all had fresh tires. He had better tires. Let's say it that way. Softs, mediums. Mediums is in race pace better. So I just needed the DRS and ERS and burn it all. That's a amazing feeling.
So speaking on the tires, then, do you think the soft tires was a mistake on those last few laps? Do you feel like you should have went onto the mediums, or did you even have that as an option?
I had both an option. So, but looking back, I would definitely have chosen for the medium tires because softs just die so fast there. So, yeah.
I was gonna say he
Yeah,
almost had it.
softs are a quality tire.
He almost had it on the end, but I think he made a mistake and that allowed you to get past on that final lap. That was a very good race from you.
Yeah,
Very strong quali as well, especially in the especially in the rain.
yeah, tough conditions to be honest. I thought it was wet tires, but no, this game doesn't like wet, so it was a bit of a weird qualifying, but I managed to make it stick. So
I'm
to be
gonna
honest, all the drivers are fast. So yeah.
say you only just recently joined the league, right? Correct?
Yeah.
So I think
Yep,
if you
and
sign
that's
up
2
for
wins.
yeah, so I think next
He
season
won last week and then this week.
if you sign up
One
for
at a
next season,
time,
you could definitely
please.
get title.
Please, one
He's
at a
come
time.
in and yeah, you've come in and you've
2 for 2
you've
right now.
made your mark, yeah.
Yeah, I first race was Kota, I believe. So I'm just fresh here.
I think you could definitely win the title maybe next season, I think.
We will see.
How did you find it racing the other drivers? Do you think you had like when you was behind Munch, right? Do you think you had the better pace? You were just defending really well, or do you think it's gonna be really close for you next season as you're gonna have the entire 12 like rounds to go through?
To be honest, I believe we are on the same pace. When I broke free first in the first stint from Dr. Steele, Muncher just was closing a bit, and then I was pulling away a little bit. It was really up down for both of us, so I think we have the same pace.
So I was gonna say, well, congratulations. Next racing in Abu Dhabi. How was that for your track? Obviously, you joined kind of late, so when it comes to like the driver standings, obviously it wouldn't matter that much. But it is like a taster for next season. So how do you find that track in
Um, Depends on what day I will drive the track. Normally, I don't drive so much, especially Abu Dhabi. I've never liked the track, so it's gonna be a bit frustrating for me the race, but we will see what happens with all the tires, and it's just bad.
But either way, congratulations. I'll see if you're able to make it 3 for 3 next race. Uh, enjoy enjoy the week off. Don't know if you're gonna practice or you're just gonna wing it like some of the drivers do, but I wish you luck.
Yes, thank you very much.
Actually, come. That just him or
I don't think anyone else is waiting. No. So just our race winner today.
that's all we needed. But
Yeah, so
so our next race is tomorrow. Is it you and Corey or?
yes, it would be me and Corey tomorrow because the normal Ryan he's
On
away this
holiday.
week.
Yeah.
So
So
it'll be myself and Corey for Division 1 tomorrow. And then yeah, also the season 5 sign-ups. Get some information on that in quickly
Yep.
before we wrap up.
I don't
That
I don't
anybody
have the
watching
video,
that
but
yeah, well, if anyone that is watching, they are opening on the 3rd of October, the 3rd of October to the 17th for our next season. So anyone wanting to sign up and who isn't in the Discord, get yourselves in and get yourselves ready, as the sign-ups will be opening before you know it. And yeah, as you saw from today's race, it is really tight with the current drivers, and we hope most of them return.
I don't know what I'm gonna do myself after Abu Dhabi. I'm like, the first race of season 5 will be the 27th, right? Yeah, the 27th of October. So we're gonna have a very long break before then. Then Jeddah, a track that I'm absolutely terrible at, is gonna be the first on the grid. So we'll see.
At least you get it out of the way early.
Yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, they open very shortly. So what was that I said? It was the third of October. The season 5 sign-ups will be opening. So yeah, get your time trials
So I have nothing
ironed
to do
out
with my
and
life, so
ready.
I've done all of my time trials
I'm trying to
already.
find the 3 tracks that we're doing. I think it was
It was Imola, Monza, and Silverstone.
they're the 3. That's the ones.
I've already done all my time, so I have no
So yeah,
life.
get your time trials on Imola, Silverstone, and what was the other third one? You said them then. Yeah, get them 3 time
Monza.
trials done. I'm ballsing this now because I can't find the tracks. But yeah. Anyway, Corey tomorrow will give the details better than me.
Same here.
I've lost myself. No, I had them up and then I've lost them, and now I'm fluffing it. So I'll leave it there before I dig myself any deeper. But yeah, no, it's a very good race there. I even though there's a few DNFs, enjoyed that one. It's made it out to be a spicy finale between those guys at the front for sure.
Well,
So yeah,
the stream will see you tomorrow. I will be on track since this today. But yeah, see you then. You'll be joined by Corey and Lanky. There you guys.
see you tomorrow.